Biblical Significance of Numbers. Part 2. Numbers 6 to 10. The number 6. On the sixth day, God created man in his own image, male and female he created them. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. God created the world, and everything in it in 6 days. Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. 6 days you shall labor, and do all your work. Exodus chapter 20 verse 9. A Hebrew slave shall serve 6 years, and in the 7th he shall go out free. Exodus chapter 21 verse 2. For 6 years you shall sow your land and gather in its yield. Exodus chapter 23 verse 10. Jesus was accused 6 times of being demon-possessed. Mark chapter 3 verse 22, Luke chapter 11 verse 15, John chapter 7 verse 20, John chapter 8 verses 48 and 52, and John chapter 10 verse 20. The number 7. In Scripture, 7 often symbolizes completion, or perfection. By the 7th day, God had finished the work he had been doing, so on the 7th day he rested from all his work. Genesis chapter 2 verse 2. The Lord told Noah to take 7 pairs of all clean animals and all the birds of the heavens, male and female, with him and his family onto the ark. In 7 days he was sending rain to wipe out everything he created. Genesis chapter 7 verses 1 to 4. 7 years of famine followed 7 years of harvest. While John was on the island of Patmos, he wrote to the 7 churches in Asia. Revelation chapter 1 verse 4. The 7 churches in Asia Minor: Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. Revelation chapters 2 and 3. The number 8. It represents new beginnings, regeneration, resurrection, and the eternal nature of God's love. Through the symbolic power of the number 8, believers are reminded of the transformative nature of faith and the hope for a fresh start in life. God spared 8 people from the flood: Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. Genesis chapter 7 verse 1. He who is 8 days old among you shall be circumcised. Genesis chapter 17 verse 12. Jesus appeared 8 times after his resurrection. Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." Matthew chapter 28 verse 9. And when they saw him they worshipped him, but some doubted. Matthew chapter 28 verse 17. He appeared to Mary Magdalene. Mark chapter 16 verse 9. While they were talking and discussing together, Jesus himself drew near and went with them. Luke chapter 24 verse 15. The Lord has risen indeed, and has appeared to Simon. Luke chapter 24 verse 34. Jesus himself stood among them, and said to them, "Peace to you." Luke chapter 24 verse 36. Jesus revealed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Galilee. John chapter 21 verse 1. Jesus came and stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." John chapter 20 verse 19. The number 9. The 9 fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 to 23. The battle of 9 kings. The king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela went out, and they joined battle in the valley of Siddim with the king of Elam, the king of Goyim, the king of Shinar, the king of Elasar. 4 kings against 5. Genesis chapter 14 verses 8 to 9. Yom Kippur. On the 9th day of the month beginning at evening. Leviticus chapter 23 verse 32. From the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. Matthew chapter 27 verse 45, and Luke chapter 23 verse 44. The number 10. 10 of the original 12 Hebrew tribes that entered Canaan, separated from the tribes of Judah and Benjamin in 930 BC. The tribes of Reuben, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Ephraim, Simeon, and Manasseh formed the northern kingdom of Israel. God said, "Behold, I am about to tear the kingdom from the hand of Solomon and will give you 10 tribes." 1 Kings chapter 11 verse 31. Boaz took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, "Sit down here." Ruth chapter 4 verse 2. The 10 Commandments. No other gods before God. Don't make yourself an idol. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your father and mother. Don't kill. Don't commit adultery. Don't steal. Don't bear false witness. Don't covet. Exodus chapter 20 verses 3 to 17. Giving 10%. Of all that you give me, I will give a full tenth to you. Genesis chapter 28 verse 22. When you take the children of Israel's tithes, you shall offer up a tenth of the tithe. Numbers chapter 18 verse 26. 10 virgins. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. Matthew chapter 25 verse 1.